Hey guys, welcome. Today, we'll be building Frozen Tranquility. Frozen Tranquility is a build focused on a snowy tower / archer's temple building theme, and it is an NPC housing / town askew type build. The building time was roughly 9 hours total. So, I was asked during a stream about how I got the inspiration for this build and how I got the inspiration for my builds in general. This build was a bit different and it was more planned than most builds, so I don't know, I thought it would be worth talking about today. Most of the time I have an idea way before I start, but this time was a bit different. I was having some trouble deciding what I wanted to do, and I already tried a couple of ideas, so I started doing some brainstorming, jotted down some themes I could work with, and after a while I decided it would be really fun to work with ice blocks and such. So I went in-game and looked around a while, and then I found a perfect piece of land to start building on. Pretty quickly, I knew what I wanted to do, but since I was having some trouble getting creative, I traced a screenshot of the land on a piece of paper and then drew in how I wanted the build to look. Overall, I think that strategy worked out pretty well for me, and hopefully it's helpful knowledge for you guys. Mods and other things I'll be using to build and record. I'll be using Cheat Sheet and Heroes mod. Both are available on Tmodloader. I'll also be using T-Edit to add details here and there off camera. So, if you guys have enjoyed this video, you may enjoy some other things we've got on the channel as well. We've got tutorials, other speed builds, etc. So, it would be awesome if you could check those out if you'd be interested. It would also be great and help me out a lot if you'd consider subscribing to the channel as well. Alright, let's go. Alright, so today's gonna be a pretty quick commentary session, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. First things first, when I started, I had a general idea wanting to connect these little floating island pieces and eventually move on to building in that hill. So I kind of just started off with the bridge and went off from there. I wasn't entirely sure of what I wanted to do. Originally, I wasn't going to have a tavern. The main building was just going to be on top of the mountain. As I went forward, I thought it would be pretty cool to build in a tower into the mountain instead of around it. Oh yeah, this little house to the right. I loved working on this little house. I think it's just such a perfect touch to this build. I feel like a lot of the builds that I do are very bulky and they're kind of just one big piece, and having this little house I think gave it a good variety and kind of split up the build a bit more. After I did all that, the rest of it went pretty smoothly. It was a lot easier for me to build in these little areas. I was able to do most of the architecture and stuff with a good idea of how I wanted it to look, since I'm fairly familiar with styles and these kind of blocks. So that all went well. I'd say I had a lot more trouble with detailing rather than the types of blocks and shapes. So now we're making good progress. At this point, I was just doing the wall and everything, and one thing that I really enjoyed is I ended up streaming a bit of this build, this kind of portion right here. I was streaming it over on Twitch, so I don't know, I don't do it too often, but there are some times where it's just fun to try and take these speed builds and do them live, because then I get you guys' live opinions on them, and it's just a really fun experience. This little tower to the left, that was a bit of trouble. I wasn't sure how I wanted it to look. I was trying to have a good balance of something that would fit and something that would look cool and unique as well. Overall, I think it came out pretty well, and after I finished that up, I was pretty much done this build. So not much left to do. Right here I was just changing up the room up to the top. I thought it'd be more suiting to have kind of like a weaponry / storage room, and I was also adding in a little details and kind of some placeholders for things I could work on in Tedit. And with that, we're complete. So far, I've loved working on this build. I wasn't so focused on creating a masterpiece or making it awe-inspiring, but rather spent most of my time having fun and experimenting with things I wouldn't normally work with. I really appreciate all of yous watching, all the support I get from you guys, and hearing that y'all enjoy these videos really makes all this worthwhile. It'd be great to hear what your favorite part of this video was, and if you guys have got suggestions for future videos. This build has been really fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, have an awesome summer, and stay inspired. I will see you all next time. Peace.